Jemeji was such a rigorous production. How did you make it work?
It was a pretty rigorous shoot, but the cast and the crew gave it 120%. We enjoyed what we were shooting. There. We hope the audience is enjoying
what they're watching.
What they're watching.
Okay, great,
That makes
great.
it worth it.
Yeah, and for you, I mean, you won The Voice in Nigeria, and not long after that, you got the gig to play one of the leads on Jemeji. I can't imagine how stressful that must have been for you, you know, just getting a new gig right after winning one super big gig. How did you maneuver all that?
Well, for me, it was less stressful and more just part of this roller coaster of excitement and a flurry of new activity that happened after The Voice. Because before The Voice, I was doing stage. And so all of a sudden, I've gone from reality TV to, oh, a TV show. Okay, this is completely different acting. This is a completely different setup. It's a different way of being. And on top of it all, we're in the village.
In the village.
The song.
My
and
word.
Masquerades. No, but it's so far, it's been a really awesome experience.
Did it ever get overwhelming for you at any point? Did you go crazy, run naked? Leave me alone!
No, I can't. But there's some times when you just need to step away for a minute. This is
is she one of those?
It's much now. I just need to. I'm coming. Because I don't like to.
So was she a diva? Was she one of those divas like, don't talk to me right now?
Absolutely not.
She's already giving me some Chinese moves. So she wasn't one of those divas?
Absolutely not.
So was she a joy to work with?
To be fair, I mean, to be completely fair, let me go one step back. Let me go one step back to the question before that. To be completely fair, we started talking about working together like years before.
Because I auditioned for you once.
Years before The Voice. So it was one of those situations where I think there were people who were expecting a diva. Because I'm saying I knew her before The Voice.
Oh.
There were people who knew her as the winner of The Voice is coming. So they were ready for, if she give us diva, we give
her back.
You understand? They were ready. And then she came and she was just absolutely a pleasure to work with.
I just asked whether she was a joy, pleasure to work with.
She was. I mean, she was a pleasure to work with. We expected trouble. We were ready. No, we were ready. We were ready, but she.
So you defied the odds.
She defied the odds.
Yes. And what has been your most favorite moment on the show, and what would you miss?
I love the scenes where I end up with unexpected people. I love when I end up with a character that you don't expect me to end up with, and I have scenes with them, and it's just kooky and crazy.
Was there any romance on set? Did you notice anything as a director? Like, these two are getting too close for comfort.
No. On set, I didn't know.
Even in the bush, people were not.
Wow.
No, here's the thing. There's a lot of. We had about 3-4 directors going in and out. And again, the biggest challenge for me on this was I wasn't just directing like I was used to. I was running writing, I was producing the show. So
you didn't have time to notice.
So I wasn't on set. I'm sure that there are some makeup people you will call now that would give you G's. You know, now they know the G's.
That's the boy.
That they know the G's.
Why don't I say cuts?
That kind of thing. So they would have. I wasn't on set that much. I just love the fact that the cast had incredible family chemistry, incredible family chemistry with each other. Like, it was insane.
For you, if you had the luxury of picking out a role for a feature film, what kind of role would you want to pick?
I would really, really, really love to play like just someone crazy. I don't mean
because you don't want to act, Abby.
Are you saying that she's crazy in real life?
No, excuse. Pause. Hold the question, please. I don't appreciate this slander. This slander is strong.
You just went.
No, that's not.
You just went from 0 to 100.
That's called being expressive. I'm an actor, so I do. Okay. No, I mean, when I say crazy, I mean the kind of crazy that you can't see looking at the person. That kind of crazy, that kind of creepy, the kind of thing that would give somebody chills. That kind of character. I would love to delve into that. Or just be like a, Meryl Streep kind of pick a character.
Just drop that in there casually.
Just casually, like Meryl Streep.
Tell your friends, hey Meryl.
And you're like, you being yourself. If you had that luxury of casting her for any role, like Victor, pick a role and shoot. What would you cast her as? Or who would you cast her as?
For Arese, I would cast her in a musical, but I would cast her to play a guy. That's what I go with. Because I think she has the vocal range for it, but beyond just the singing, I think that's something she hasn't thought about.
Prowess.
Exactly, and I want to see her
Stretch
stretch
out.
Yes.
Mulan Oshe.
I want to act
When
myself.
we my reflection show who I am inside.
Inside.
The subtitles in that one is a different language. That's Mulan, but that's a whole different.